Welcome back to the podcast. Today, we're diving into a topic that can absolutely transform the way that you approach your business. And that is letting go of strategies that no longer work for you. I want you to ask yourself, are you stuck doing things in your business just because that's how your industry does it? Or just because this is just what you've always done? Let's talk about why this might be holding you back. So before we get started, if you're new to my channel, welcome. I'm Flora, certified simplification coach and 7-time author. And for over 27 years, I've been helping women like you align into a life and a business that you are wildly obsessed with by helping you clear out the 9 types of clutter, keeping you from a life that you love. And today we're going to focus on 4 types of clutter: process, daily, mental, and digital clutter. All of these can show up when we hold on to outdated systems, outdated strategies, or tools that really no longer align with where you're going. Let's explore how to identify what isn't working and shift into what's aligned with your goals and your business now. So one of the first things I want to bring up is the pressure to conform. This is something I think most business owners feel, is that pressure to do what's working for others and also what's trendy and, what the next best thing is or what the next newest, hottest thing is. And I want you to ask yourself, have you ever found yourself thinking, well, everybody else is doing it this way, so I should probably do it too? And this is where mental clutter and process clutter kind of creep in. When you're constantly second guessing your decisions or overcomplicating your workflow to keep up with the trends, what you're doing is you're adding unnecessary noise to your business. I'll give you an example of this. Remember back in the day when everyone was posting every single day on every single social media platform? Now, for some people, yes, it worked. But for most people, they were left overwhelmed, burnt out, and really questioning whether or not they were even going in the right direction. They're just like, oh my God, I am so burnt out and I am not seeing any results with this. Following trends blindly will often create, and usually does create, more stress than it does success. We've all heard one channel, one offer, one avatar to bring your business to 7 figures. Just pick one social media platform or 2 if you want to, but not all of them, that you love using, that you just naturally love using, and just focus on sharing your content on that one platform or 2 platforms. Do not focus on all the different platforms. Otherwise, you're really truly going to burn out. The next thing that I want to address is the question of, well, how do I know when it's time to let go of a certain strategy or a certain tool or even a task? Because sometimes there's tasks that we're doing that are outdated. So here are some signs that you're ready to let go of either a strategy, a tool, or a task. So for daily clutter, your to-do list is so overloaded that you really have no free time. And also, it's overloaded with low impact tasks. Another sign is digital clutter. You're juggling way too many tools, apps, social platforms that you just feel so overwhelmed and really inefficient in all of your day-to-day doings. And the next one is process clutter. You're following really old or outdated workflows that, first of all, take too much time to implement, but more importantly, they're not delivering the results that you want. In business, when you look at the strategies that you're using, the tools and the systems that you're using and implementing, if you've been using them longer than 3 years, chances are there is a simpler, more streamlined way to approach what you're doing. Simply because technology and systems and the back ends, those things are continuously being refined so that you can eliminate certain processes here and there. And again, this is why it's so important to track your KPIs. Systems should pay for themselves by the results that they get for you. I'll give you an example. Maybe you're still running that old CRM system or running email campaigns the same way that you did from 5 years ago, even though your audience and your goals have evolved. I want you to ask yourself, is this effort that I'm doing every single day or every single week giving me the results I want? Or am I doing these things just out of habit? Asking yourself that one question should clarify a lot of things, because you're either getting results or you're not. Numbers don't lie. Another thing that comes up with this is the fear of letting go. Now, yes, letting go can feel scary. And a lot of the time people will ask, well, what if I stop doing something and it turns out to be a mistake? This is where mental clutter and digital clutter often hold us back. We keep tools that we don't use, strategies that don't work, and tasks that drain us because we're afraid of missing out. But clinging to these old, outdated practices will keep you from discovering what really and truly works now. You're missing out on those new, updated versions of something that are so much more simplified than what you've done in the past, especially if it's not giving you the results that you want. And I'll give you an example of this. You're holding on to a social media platform that no longer serves your audience or your business because it used to work in the past, but now it doesn't. Your audience has moved to a different platform, or they've evolved and they're requiring something different from you. Does that sound familiar? Well, it should. So here's 3 steps on how to move forward with this. Reflect, test and evaluate, and simplify. So reflection, I want you to ask yourself, is this aligned with where I'm going, or am I doing it because I always have? I want you to ask yourself that question with everything that you do in your business, from how you plan out your week, the planner that you use, the team meeting outline that you're using, to the software that you're using, to how you go about posting content on social media. Is whatever it is that you're doing aligned with where you are going? Or are you doing this because this is how you've always done it? The next thing to do is to start small. If you're not really sure about what processes or tools to let go of, try pausing things temporarily to see what happens. Okay, that's it. Just pause it temporarily to see what happens. Now, the third thing is to focus on strategies, focus on tools, and focus on those tasks that feel light, that feel aligned, and most importantly, that are effective, that give you the results that you want to get. And I would recommend testing one of these things out at a time, because if you make a bunch of changes and something changes, you're like, oh no, what was that thing that I changed that actually caused and created the change? Because if you take out 5 things and you have a massive change, whether up or down, you're not quite sure which one. So pause or stop doing one thing, see if something changes. If that doesn't change, pull something else, see if things change. And then when change starts to happen, is it happening in the direction that you want it to go or that you intended? And again, make sure that you have a clear intention of what those results are that you're looking for. So what's the clutter connection here? So for the process clutter, you're going to be streamlining your workflows by eliminating unnecessary steps. For the digital clutter, you're going to simplify your digital tools, keeping only what works and is giving you results and providing those results for you. And the third type of clutter is daily clutter. You're going to be prioritizing tasks that actually create the most impact for you. So is there something in your business that's really no longer serving you? Maybe it's a tool, maybe it's a task, or maybe it's even a mindset. Whatever it is, I challenge you to review one area of your business where you might be feeling stuck because you've always done it this way. Think about how process, daily, mental, or digital clutter could possibly be showing up in your business. What's one thing that you can let go of today to make space for something better? And if you truly don't know, I would recommend getting a notebook out and literally writing your daily to-dos, your daily tasks from Monday through Friday. Write them all out. And then write down the processes and systems that you go through. Now, yes, this might be overkill for some, but for someone who really just doesn't quite know where the kink is, where the bottleneck is, when you write everything down and then you see how much you do, and then you ask yourself, is this system necessary? Is this social media platform bringing me new leads? Do I find pleasure and enjoyment doing this social media platform? Is this system or process clunky? Is it outdated? Is it paying for itself? These are fabulous questions to ask yourself. And when you can evaluate what you're doing, again, you're going to be looking at your processes, which are creating daily clutter because of all the things that you're doing, which will clear some of that mental clutter, which I know will help you decide where exactly to show up online, which is going to clear some of that digital clutter. Again, one channel, one offer, one avatar to 7 figures. And if you have more than that, if you've got more than one channel, more than one avatar that you're speaking to, and more than one offer, chances are your business is cluttered. So if you're ready to explore this further with me, I have opened up complimentary strategy sessions and clutter audits. Together, we will uncover what's working, what's not working, and I'm going to share with you how you can align your business more succinctly with your vision. So click the link in the description to book your complimentary session right now. Also, let's continue this conversation. Share with me in the comments the one thing in your business or life that you've been doing out of habit because everybody else is doing that. And how would it feel to let that go and focus on what truly aligns with your goal? Let me know in the comment. I would love to cheer you on. Also, if you found today's episode helpful, please subscribe and share with your friends. And also, please leave a review. Your support helps this podcast reach more people looking to declutter their lives and align into a life and a business that they are wildly obsessed with. Remember, all it takes is a clear vision of what you want and the willingness to take one small shift in that direction daily to align into a life you love. I'll see you in the next episode. Mwah.